Okay, so good day ladies and gentlemen. I'm Charles, the sales manager of K-Hair. So today I'm having with you so that we can unbox the Chinese hair order that our company just recently ordered to see the real quality of Chinese hair that we have always been talking about. So I would like not to share the name of the company here to avoid like any communicational problems. So this is the package that we have got from China. You can see here, the Chinese. I'd like to cover the name. Please zoom out so we can see. I recently ordered from China, and I ordered like one bundle of wavy hair. So today I'm having my tools here to check the quality of it so that we can all see. Okay, so let's go. So like basically, I heard a lot of customers, they have been talking about the poor quality or like, the complaints about the problems that they were having the Chinese hair. Like I'm really doubt about it. Like I only heard through my experience with the customers, but today we are having one of the Chinese hair order right now so that we can check and see the real quality. Okay, so the name of the brand is right here. They packed it in a very I think that is a very decent and nice bag. The name of the brand is here. I'd like to cover it. I'm really sorry. Okay, let me see. Wow, this is really nice. Like, if I'm a woman, I would really like it. Okay, let me see. Okay, so what we are having here is the thank you letter, which is really nice. They were showing us how to take care of their hair, which is quite nice. Like, it's very hard for me to, cover the name brand. So you can see this one here is the instructional manual. Okay, I'm gonna keep that one out because I have already known how to care for the hair. Okay, the next stop they were having some gifts. Okay, some extra gifts. 3D lashes. The lashes. Okay, I really appreciate that. Like most of the Chinese suppliers, they do give the free gifts for the customer, like the lashes, eyebrows. I really appreciate that, and that is something that also our company is also doing. Okay, here we go. We are having the water wavy hair, the Peruvian hair, one bundle, and this one is 20 inches. It's 20 inches. Okay, so let me cut them out. Okay. Okay, I'm really kind of excited because I've never touched the Chinese hair before. Okay, so let me cut off the tags. This is really exciting. Okay. Tags cut off. Okay, put the name brand over here. I don't want any problems. Okay, let me cut this thing out. Okay, so now we are having one bundle, and I think this is definitely the customers, you can see this is definitely the Chinese hair, because you can see the golden rubber bands and the round shape weft hair. It's always the way that the Chinese suppliers have been doing. Different from the Vietnamese. The Vietnamese, they have like bundles and different kind of tights. Okay, let me cut them out. Okay, so at first sight, like when I touch it, I can see the textures. It's very strong. So it have the bounciness, but I'm not so impressive about the fullness. You can see. It's just like one of our single drawn hair. Like most of our African countries, the African customers, mostly the Nigerians, do not like so thin hair here. Okay, and when I touch it, I can see it also very dry, and it does not make me feel like the way that when I touch the Vietnamese hair, it feels like much more. Makes me more satisfied. This one is pretty dry. So let me cut off okay, first of all, we need to brush it first in a bundle. to see if it is brushable or not. Okay, I'm gonna apply a little bit spray for that, and this one is the comb that we usually use for the curly or the wavy hair. Okay, I see. Even though it's quite dry, but it can like easily be brushed. A little bit tangled at the bit, but I don't think that is a real big problem. Sheddiness, a little bit. Let me see. I'm gonna brush it until it stops shedding, because that is also the way that our Vietnamese suppliers are using to test the wavy hair. Let me try to brush it. Okay, I brush it gently from the bottom to the top of the hair. It's not too easy to brush, but it's still brushable. But I'm still having some, shedding hair right here. I just recently brushed it. I don't know how much is this going to lose the weights. I don't know, but the shed is quite. I think that the shedding here is quite minimum, but I don't know what would happen if like we wig it on head and how long it will be used. Okay, still shedding. Man, I think I'm gonna stop brushing it. I think I'm gonna stop. Okay, so let me try to put on the weights. Let's see how much is it. Okay, 98. So this one is qualified because like usually our Vietnamese hair suppliers like K Hair, we usually provide the hair bundles from around 97 to 100, and usually 100. The lowest is 97 because you understand when the hair is stocked and when in the shipping process it will reduce the weights. And now come to the final part. I will cut off the band, the golden band. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, let me see what's all coming. Like to unweft the hair, you need to be very gently to avoid shedding. I'm doing it very gradually and slowly. I'm gonna ask the cameraman to like hold it for me so that I can do it quicker. The weft is like, they are quite carefully tied because like usually the Chinese hair suppliers, they make them very tight. But I can still see how like thin the hair is. Let me try to brush it. Like, it's not too easy to brush. It's not too easy to brush because like the hair itself is very dry. So I think that when this one is applied on head, it may cause shedding. Because the hair is dry. Okay, it still cause like shedding, but very minimum. Okay, so I think that this is all that we can see with the Chinese hair bundle. Okay, so like after my review, and I can come up with the conclusion that for the Chinese hair, the biggest difference between the Vietnamese hair and the Chinese is that the Chinese hair, like you see, they only have one grades. Which is also the reason why like the tails of them, I still understand why like they are making so thin tails for the customers, because most of my customers demand for thick, full tails of hair, because like most of my customers will be very mad when they see this tail. And also for the shedding, it's quite minimum, but most of our hair don't shed like this, don't shed like this type of hair. And also you can touch, when I touch the hair, I can feel the textures. It's quite dry. Maybe it's because of like the Chinese suppliers, they keep the hair in stock, so making the hair dry. Like if like I have the score of 10, I would give this for about like maybe 5 or 6. Okay, so I think that I will maybe try to wash this hair, and I will come up with the different parts so that like all of my customers can see. Okay, so thank you for watching, and if you have any opinion during your hair, or like any experience with the Chinese hair suppliers or both Vietnamese hair suppliers, and you can see the differences between them, please comment down below, and I will solve the problems, or I will very appreciate that. Okay, thank you. Have a very nice day.